Hey everyone, and welcome. So, something huge is happening in the creator world right now. People are getting tired of building their entire businesses on someone else's turf, and they're starting to build their own digital homes. We're talking about a major move away from those traditional platforms and towards real, true ownership.
Does this question hit home for you? You pour all this time and energy into creating something amazing, only for its fate to be decided by some black box algorithm you have absolutely no control over. It's got to be the #1 frustration for creators today, for sure.
And it's not just the algorithm, is it? It's this whole dilemma. You're splitting your revenue, you're constantly walking on eggshells, worrying about some random policy change, and you're always just one filter tweak away from basically losing contact with the audience you worked so hard to build. You're building an empire on rented land. And that really brings us to the heart of the problem, a phrase that just perfectly nails the situation: the digital sharecropper. Think about it. You do all the work, you plant the seeds, you grow this amazing community, but the owner of the platform, they're the ones reaping most of the rewards. You're building incredible value, just not for yourself.
But you know what? That's all starting to change. It is absolutely time for true ownership. Ownership of your work, your audience, and your financial future.
And this isn't just some small trend we're seeing. The solution is part of a much bigger movement that is really picking up steam. So, welcome to the ownership revolution.
This whole thing is part of what people are calling the Web4 community movement. Now, you can think of it as the next step for the internet, where creators like you build their own little ecosystems. It's a fundamental shift, a space where you own the audience, you own the content, and you own 100% of the profits.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? Well, there's a platform called Linkspreed that's basically turning this revolutionary idea into a surprisingly straightforward reality for creators.
So how is this even possible? Well, let's be real. The biggest thing stopping anyone from building their own platform has always been the tech, the coding, the servers, the whole technical nightmare. This next part is all about how that barrier is just being completely torn down.
We're talking about a simple 3-step process. You set up your own domain, you brand your space to look exactly how you want it, and then you launch your community. This isn't some 6-month development project. This is something you can literally get done in an afternoon.
And this slide just lays it all out. The old way, it meant hiring expensive developers, managing servers, troubleshooting code. The Linkspreed way, 0 code required. All that energy goes right back where it should be, on your brand and on creating amazing stuff for your people.
And here it is. This is the real prize. You actually own the relationship with your audience. That means you can talk to them directly, with no algorithmic gatekeeper getting in the way. You get full access to your own data, so you can finally understand what your community really loves and how they connect with your work.
Owning the audience is one thing. But hey, a creator's got to eat, right? So let's talk about the money, the payoff. This is how you turn that direct relationship from just a group of fans into a thriving, sustainable business built on subscribers.
The cool part is, the monetization tools are built right in from day one. You can set up different subscription tiers, like a bronze, silver, gold level. You can create exclusive feeds just for paying members, and you can sell your digital products, courses, tickets, whatever, directly on your platform. You cut out the middleman entirely. And speaking of middlemen, just look at this number, 30%. Let that sink in for a second. On a lot of the big platforms, nearly 1/3 of your hard-earned money can be taken in fees before you ever see a dime. That's a huge cut.
But on your own platform, that entire equation just gets flipped on its head. The value you create flows directly to you. The profits are yours, it's your business, and you actually get to keep what you earn. Simple as that. And look, this isn't just some basic payment page. It's a full-on community hub. You get all the features your audience knows and loves, from social feeds and member profiles to private groups for niche chats and even gamification to keep everyone coming back.
So what this all really means is that you are no longer just a creator on some platform, you are the platform. You're not just building a following anymore, you're building a tribe. And the source material has this great name for this new role you step into. Welcome, Tribe Maker.
I think this quote just sums it all up perfectly. It turns the complex task of building social media into the simple process of setting up a profitable community space. It takes this massive, intimidating idea and makes it totally accessible, simple, and incredibly powerful.
So I'll leave you with this final question to chew on. If all the barriers were just gone,
No code, no mysterious algorithms, no one taking a cut, and you own the entire platform. What would you build?